Hi there, this is a really quick video. Things have been going a bit quicker than I thought on the old Etsy, and I have got stock still for Hochanda, so it's not like I'm going to run out, but I'm just a few things I wanted to say, because we have lost one that won't be on Hochanda. Just want to go through a few, go through the collection really, because I'm really busy the next couple of days and flying over and what have you, and straight to Stevenage. So I just wanted to do this because just in case I don't have time, sorry, when I get to the UK. I'll just have to put this cat down because she's going to be naughty. So this is my Regal Rose Collection, and I'm really excited about this one. I have told you before, I showed you a few little bits a little while ago. It was dedicated to my nan, Marjorie, and a couple of the stamps are called after her and one of the dies. So I'm just going to go through some of the things that are in the collection first. So this is one of the stencils. This is the rose leaves. Now I've been today, and I don't normally look at the design team samples because I like to see them when they come in to me. So I did have a peek, and they're, well, I mean, I hate the phrase blowing me away, but they really have. They're absolutely stunning. I really love them. They've done me proud again. So this is the rose leaves. Then we have the wild roses. Monkey, out the way. This is the wild roses. This one is called Tumbling Leaves. And this is a lovely one. It's taken ages to draw this. I wanted to give it a 3D look. It gives a lovely result. So I'm really pleased with that. It took me long enough, so you know, I hope you like that one. There is another one as well called Flowering Quince, but I haven't got that here. So next, these are really favourites of mine. This is the Rose Cathedral. It's one of the Cathedral die sets. This is the single rose. It's called obviously the Rose Striplet, this one. And this one is the Rose Bouquet. Again, the Cathedral die. This I've built in something quite unique. For attaching your card or whatever you want to use behind, so you don't need to use any glue. So it's particularly important for things like your parchment craft. Things like your parchment craft where glue does tend to show, adhesives do tend to show. So I'm just going to quickly show you how you can use that if you want to use that in your card. I'll show you that in a moment. Then we've got the Lady Marjorie swag die. Now this is, it's taken me a long time to do this. I wanted it open. I wanted to give you as much versatility as possible. Really like this one. I've done a board here because you can't really see on the orange on blue. So here's the Lady Marjorie swag die. As you can see, it's all open. There's nice embossing detail in the centre of the roses. You can paper piece it. I like it black and white. I really like that. Bit of watercolour. Again, I've seen some of the design team samples with the dies. They really are lovely. I can't wait to show them at Stevenage and on Hochanda also. This one, I'm afraid, won't be on Hochanda. The Lady Elizabeth Rose Bouquet. This is, it took me a long time to work it out, and I wanted a lot of embossing detail in there. However, when the packaging came, it's been named incorrectly. They've just put Rose Swag. I was really disappointed when it arrived, but obviously I can't sell it on Hochanda. There's nothing wrong with the die itself, but I spoke to the man, Johnson, who does my dies, and he said it's going to be too expensive to repackage. so it's a no-no, I'm afraid. So I just wanted to show you, I mean there are a few left on my Etsy site, so if you don't mind the packaging saying Rose Swag, then obviously that's there. I also used it with my foiling machine. I don't know if you can see that, I foiled it as well. I'm so disappointed, but you know, it's one of those things, you know, win some, lose some, but there's a lot of nice things in the collection, so even though that's not in there, there are some really nice ones. So I did want to show you, and if you are lucky enough, I know there's quite a few people that have actually got it, so if you do want that, there's 4 or 5 left, so do be quick if you want that one. As I say, there it is. It's there's the packaging for it. It says Rose Swag, and I've got a feeling this is all back to front. I don't know what I've done with the camera now. I've done something wrong with it. And there it is on the back. So that's that one. We've got the floral striplet. I have actually shown you that one before. It is a stunning die. That will be on the Chandra as long as the stock holds out, and I'm sure it will do. And then we move on to the stamps. Just move those out of the way. Sorry about Monkey. You're a naughty pussycat, aren't you? No! Stop it. You're going to have to go out otherwise, aren't you? Right, so first of all we've got the Lady Marjorie stamp set. Let me bend this down for you. There we've got the Lady Marjorie set. I have put these on my Facebook page, all of them, so they are all shared, but I just wanted to quickly show you that. This is, as I say, the Lady Marjorie stamp set. Then we've got the Princess Victoria. If I show you that way, it's probably just as easy. Oh dear, there we are. Sorry, everything's back to front, isn't it? It's, I've obviously done something wrong with the cameras again this time. And then we've got the Lady Elizabeth. Now, Lady Elizabeth is a fantastic bouquet or corner, 2 sizes. In all the stamps, there's all individual ones as well, so you can enlarge all the designs. You can build your own designs. There's something different in each one, so you can use, if you do want to buy just one set, you can use them to elongate and enlarge and build your own designs, but also if you have across the set, you get a lot more versatility as always. I didn't want to just put the extras in one die set, because I know some people just buy one, or you know, so that's that option there. Alright, so obviously masking off's a good one with these as well, because I've masked these off to be just a couple of roses or what have you. They're quite easy to mask off. Again, I haven't put a great load of detail in there because I want you to be able to do whatever you want with the colouring and what have you. And there was something else I wanted to say as well about it. Oh dear. What is it? With the stamps. I'm not 100% sure. It'll come to me in a minute. It's because I've had that much on my mind. It'll come to me in a little while, and then I'll tell you. So the next thing is very exciting. Leonie has got some of my products on her Let Leonie Loose show this week. I've designed some new products for her to have. There's the retro alphabet, which I promised you I'd give you, which goes with the retro banner, but also you know, you can use on all your crafting. So this is the, it's back to front, so it's not really going to help, is it? So you've got all your alphabet there, upper and lowercase, all your numbers. So that's the retro alphabet. And I had an awful lot of requests last time for the retro leaves. People wanted them as stamps. I thought about it, and you know, it was because so many people had asked, I thought it would be a good idea, but I didn't want to just give you a sheet of just what I'd given you. So I've come up with the mosquito. I've come up with you've got your retro leaves in there. You've also got some stitched leaves, some stylised leaves, some empty leaves, and then you've got some sort of stylised trees. But obviously you can use them as stylised flowers as well. So, and there's a few sizes there. One solid, some not solid. But I'm really excited to see what Leonie's going to do with those. Well, actually, the all the products that she's got, I'm really looking forward to that. So that's all the products, or not all of them, but the ones I'm going to share with you now. I'm going to just turn this light on because it's getting a bit dark here already. Oh dear, I look old. Not that I'm not old, but you know, you don't want to see it anymore. I had a shave today. I haven't had to shave for 10 days, and that's why I haven't done a video before now. And I thought I'll have a shave today, and then at least I'll look a little halfway presentable. So what I've done is I've cut the rose bouquet die and just cut it into a clarity card blank. This one's a 6x6. Yep, 6x6 clarity card blank. And what I'm going to do is show you how I've built in something to attach this, attach your backing card. I've cut this one a little bit smaller than I would normally. It's about 13.5 centimetres, the card you need to do it. Now if I open the card, you'll see that part of the cathedral design, part of the cathedral window, I've tabbed. So I've built in tabs all the way around the die, and that's going to be your attachment. So you take your card, slide it into one side, slide it into the other side underneath the tabs. Then if you slightly lift these tabs at the end and just feed the card in, there you are. So can you see, darling, you'll have to move out of the way, lovey. So if you see, I fed it into the side tabs and then just slid this along to me into the end tabs. When you come to this section, all you need to do is you lift, darling, you people can't see, lovey. You'll have to go on the floor. Right, so you lift the corner tab here and just feed that one underneath, and then you just do the same on the other side. So that gives you, so I've just literally lifted these two little tabs here, fed that through, and then the other tabs are large enough so you can just bend them back like that, and the last one. And then that is, oh, just one more, sorry. There we are. So then that is tabbed all the way around to hold your card or your parchment in place. Just a little bit of glue behind for card, or all you need to do, she's on my head now. So that holds your card in place. So unfortunately I didn't work that out very well, did I? Going across instead of up. Now if you imagine that with maybe some lighter paper, and then paper piece these in, I'll show you some something I've done similar to this. I've used a lovely blue background from the Clarity Designer papers, and then I've paper pieced in red and green. But you could do whatever you like and put some parchment around there. Now that is completely secure, so if you didn't want to glue that in, you don't have to. So I just wanted to show you that the single rose die does exactly the same. If you want to secure this down, you can use a fine glue. Phil Martin's Sentimentally Yours glue is fantastic. Just here and there, just dot some in and then hold it, but there's really no need if you don't want to. And then once that's in, that shows the gorgeous window design around the edges. This is nice as well because you can snip into this, you can take the roses out, you can take this rose out and you can have the bud and the rose, or you can take this piece out and you've got just this rose. So don't forget, cut into your design. Also, if you are doing that, always keep these edges. These make fantastic corners. You know, if you glue down, and then you can attach this to another card. It's really useful. This is, if you want to put parchment but you don't want to use this, you can just cut your corner, attach that, and then you can slip your card underneath just those 4 edges. So that's that one. And as I say, the single rose works in exactly the same way. I'm just going to have a cup of tea, or a little bit of tea. Right, so moving on. Oh, I'll just show you this. This was my prototype of my rose swag, and it is absolutely huge. So that is how big the prototype is for me to test. So I tested this. This was the first one that came. Tested this, made some changes, added more detail. But it's quite nice to have a really large one. I mean, you'd have to have an absolutely huge project to do that on, but you know, just a bit of fun. I just thought I'd share that with you. And that one actually is my favourite one. Right, so now what I want to quickly do now is the ATC card and envelope die. Quite a few people have asked how you elongate this. I did show it on the show, but I realised that that's not on Rewind anymore. I do have it on my Facebook page, but it was very brief. So what I've done here, I've cut out the lattice, which is in the set. I've cut that out of my die, out of my card. So just place that in, and that's cut that out. So you've got a nice lattice there with the cartouche. You can use the edging die to take that out if you wanted to use it on a project. If you want to take the cartouche out, all you do is you place the die. Oh, I've got a mosquito there, ouch. You replace the die and it locks in, you know, oops. It locks in. It's been designed so you can do this. You know, I spent ages working out how we could do this, because I don't ever want my products to be put in a cupboard or in the back of a drawer and not used. I want them to be used, and used for as many things as you can. So as I say, that locks in, and I'm not worried about it ripping my card, because this is just for a demonstration. I have to work this out because I'm not used to this. Where's it going? Right, so this goes on there. Yeah, that's it. This goes on there, this goes on there, and we're going to put that through the machine. I always use tape. I don't always use tape, but for this it's worth just taking, you know, a bit of washi tape or something like that, and then just flip those extra pieces out. It has ripped the card, but you know, it doesn't matter. So that has now taken your cartouche out of your card. So next, we want to make this a bit longer. You know, say you've got a bigger project. So if you take your die again, I think you could be able to see if I do it there. So you take your die again, and again it locks in place there. So we can just take that. I was really worried about the cat on my head. She or he's not doing very well. She's stopped eating. Darling, are you scared of it? Come over here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come here, darling. Yeah, that's right. It won't hurt you. You won't make a craft, do you, lovey? Mm-hmm. So you can take that out, flick those on the floor. If you want to stay in here, you'll have to get used to the noise, won't you? And then we repeat this again. Just lock your die in place. Bit of tape, and hopefully that won't move. Oh, it's going to be noisy again, darling. I'm just going to pop that back in there. It's alright, it's alright. Yeah, so just run that through to get rid of the cartouche. I mean, I know, you know, if you've got a large lattice die that you want to use for a big project, then obviously it's fantastic. You know, use it. But the reason I did this is because I wanted you to get more value out of a little die. If you've got a small machine, I mean, I usually try and use all my dies on the smaller machines, so I know that anything, you know, anything you have is going to use, you know, look, some people don't have a big machine, so doing this for a smaller machine, it gives people the option if they haven't got a larger machine. So all you do then is you just repeat that. I'm not going to repeat it again and again. You just repeat that for as long as you want. I mean, if you've got a A3 sheet of paper, you can do it that long. It will take a time, but you know, the functionality's there for you. So here I've just done a little bit extra. I mean, I think this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts. But you know, for someone that hasn't got a large machine and has got the ATC die, it just gives you another option that you can do with it, just rather than just cutting your lattice. The whole reason was I wanted the cartouche in there, but I wanted the option to take it out if you didn't want to, because if you have the cartouche, you can use a nice little stamp as a what have you on there, or if you don't want that, you can take it away, or you can put a little die cut there or whatever. So that's that. So let me think of anything else. I was going to say, if you've got any questions, email in. That's funny, isn't it? No, so that's it then. I think I've covered everything. I'd like to say thank you for all the wonderful comments. If you did leave a comment, I really did appreciate it. It had got to the point where quite a lot of things were going on anyway. My die came back and it was incorrectly done, so I was upset about that. I'd had quite a few very spiteful messages on Facebook, and there was a very nasty post, and it upset me because quite a few people had added their views underneath it. I've said before, I don't get any payment for anything that I recommend. I really want to underline the fact that if I recommend something, it's because I believe in it, or it's exceptional, or it gives fantastic results. I don't do it for any financial benefit at all. So I just want to put that out there. I've said it before because it started off a few months ago. I think you might remember if you watched one of my first videos. It's just this time it got to be too much. I've blocked quite a few people, 3 or 4 people that had started sending quite spiteful, hurtful messages. And usually I do let a lot of it just go over my head. You know, and I don't share personal things like that on Facebook, because at the end of the day, I don't think it's something that I want to share. Because I like to share my crafting, and I don't want to be someone that just continually moans about what's going on all the time, because we all got problems, haven't we? So, but it had got to the point where I just felt like kicking it all in. I'd been banned from a group for doing what I like to do, and that's sharing. You know, I spend a lot of time. It's 2 or 3 hours a day when I write a blog. It's you know, to get the photos lined up with what I'm writing, and I'm not asking for any gratitude for it. It's because I've chosen to do it. I've done it for years. You know, it's something I like to do, but it's just hurtful when you spend all this time to help someone, and that is the thanks you get. And I realise it isn't everyone, you know, very, very small percentage of people, but I just felt that bad that I just wanted to share it, because I think we've all got to get together and put a stop to this. You know, we can't let people treat people like that. They should really be banned, I think. It's not just me, obviously, there's lots of other people. I know of at least 5 other people that it's happened to over the last few months. And as long as we let them get away with it, they'll continue to. And some people aren't as strong as what you normally am, or what other people are. And I saw an awful comment the other day, actually. It was someone had said, oh, Catherine's on again, I can't bear her, or something like that. And I thought, you know, that woman has... What if she reads that? You know, she's read that and she's got to go on the TV afterwards and bloody well do a job to help us, so that she can bring crafting goods to us. And I just think it's outrageous, you know, that someone can get away with it. I just think they should be banned, but then that's personal opinion. I just think it's we all need to take a step back and realise that we're all human beings. I don't think there's one person out there that would feel happy if they read a post about them, derogatory like that, or not derogatory in that case, but putting someone down. I mean, she's a lovely girl, you know, fair enough. Some people like one person, some people like another, but, you know, how dare you put an awful comment like that about someone that's doing their job and bringing us really nice things. I'm getting upset now again, so I'm going to leave it there. Please, if you do want anything off the Etsy site, do go. That's another thing I don't want to keep putting reminders on. That's another thing I've had a bit of abuse about, is people saying that I haven't told them that things are selling out and they've come to get them and I can't get them anymore. With my designs, I get a big amount, as much as I can, to give the best deal I can, and once that's gone, that is gone, because I just can't afford to get another big amount to bring the same value. So I don't know, it puts me off sharing anything really at the moment, whether I share that things are out of stock, or sorry, not out of stock, things are low on stock, or I don't really know what to do. Do I let people know that they're low, or do I share that they're low and then other people say that you keep sharing? Yeah, so if you do want anything, do go. I know I will have stock for Stamperama in Stevenage, and obviously there will be stock for Hochanda, but I can't promise that it's going to last, because this one seems to have proved very popular. Alright then, so sorry that I had a little rant and rave, but I think we all need to sort of look after each other. Alright then, thank you ever so much. See you later, take care, bye.